closer. How's it feel to debut with a big win like that?
Oh man, it feels great. I'm so grateful. I just feel good.
Were you surprised at all at his lack of resistance there, or his lack of attempt to defend himself when you were delivering the knees?
Well, he was just going for the takedown, and I knew if I defended it, and he was real persistent. You know, he was leaving his head right there, just going for the takedown, so I had to take advantage of it.
That was a pretty one-sided fight. Was that one of the more one-sided fights that you've ever taken part in?
I would say so. You know, I always try to be the dominant guy and the aggressor, so that's always my game plan.
Would you say that's the Blackzilian style?
Yeah, that's that Blackzilians right there, baby.
How long have you been with him?
Since last October.
Well, Jay-Z was already tweeting he's so proud of you. But, you know, what did you really learn there? I mean, was there something that you had that they saw in you that they really perfected? Or, you know, what was sort of the main thing you guys worked on together?
Yeah, it was a small camp when I came there. You know, that was like a one-time opportunity, and I just had to show out, and I did. I just gave 100% intensity, and they liked my intensity and my hard work, and they asked me to stay.
Who do you specifically train with there?
I trained with Melvin Gillard, Eddie Alvarez, Michael Johnson, Cosmo Alexandre, Jay-Z, Buscape. The list goes on. And I trained with all the Blackzilians, Sean Soriano, Andrew Whitney. Oh my gosh, I'm going blank right now. There's so many of us, you know. I don't want to leave anybody out either.
Did you get thrown for a loop having a new opponent? How did that affect you?
Yeah, I was eating breakfast with my striking coach, Henry Hoof. And I get that phone call, I just like, my stomach dropped. I was like, what? But then they said they had a replacement, Marcus LeVesseur, so I was just thankful I could fight. I didn't really care who it was.
Did they tell you why he pulled out at first?
Yeah, he slipped and fell in the sauna and bumped his head.
Yeah, I mean, what did you think when you heard that?
I thought it was joking me, because they always joke me all the time. I was like, man. Then he was like, no, I'm serious. I'm like, story of my life.
So did you start eating right away and think, I don't have a fight?
No. I knew, like, deep down I was going to fight, so I was eating small fruit, that's all.
But now there's obviously a different, you know, if you prepare for one fighter and then a couple days before you have to switch it up, was there anything that you specifically then tried to cram the study on him?
Well, I knew what Tim means. I was going to, you know, have to do a lot of faking with the punches and take him down, but what LeVesseur was going to be the opposite. It was going to fake the shots and then open up with the hands, and it was just the opposite game plan. So that's what that was.
What does that do to you mentally when you have to switch it up so late?
Man, it's the UFC. You're going to have to adjust. So mentally, it doesn't do too much, because I kind of feel like I can fight anybody, anytime, any place. So it wasn't too hard of an adjustment.
Can you talk a little bit about the fact that it's your debut? For all those fighters out there waiting for their first fight in the UFC, I mean, did it really feel different walking to the octagon as opposed to another cage? Did it really feel different hearing Bert yelling at you? I mean, what's that about?
Man, you know, it's a dream come true. You know, the UFC is my dream, and, you know, fighting on the lower shows, you have all this nervousness. She's like, oh, if I lose, I won't make it to the UFC. But I'm in the UFC now. I was like, I had fun. There was no pressure. I was like, oh, I'm finally here. So it was kind of an opposite reaction.
You didn't feel the jitters, the octagon jitters?
Nah, I was just like, I was in the arena. I was like, I was ready to go.
Yeah, that's surprising. I would have thought you would have felt a more intense pressure to now perform well.
Nah, I felt completely relieved.
How about that crowd energy? What was that like for you?
Oh man, I felt like a Spartan going to war.
Were you paying attention to it while it was, you know, the O's and the Oo's?
Yeah, in the cage, I like to look around everywhere. I like to absorb it all.
So when you came out here, you were icing your arm a little bit. What's going on? Are you hurt at all?
Yeah, I got a little burst of sack that happened. Just elbowing him a lot, and this kind of just swelling up right now, but part of the game, it's nothing.
Henry's kind of known for his words of wisdom. What did he say to you after the fight?
Oh man, Henry's so proud of me. You know, he was just very proud of me. You know, that's my dog right there.
How do you celebrate?
Oh man, my mom's here. She's from North Carolina, so I'm just gonna spend the night with her and my friends. It's just real low key, nothing too exciting.
Awesome.
Congrats. Great job.
Thank you.
Good job.